Addis Ababa, the vibrant capital of Ethiopia, recently played host to the African Union Summit in 2025. This event served as a powerful reminder of the city's crucial role in African diplomacy and international relations. As the headquarters of the African Union, Addis Ababa stands as a symbol of unity and cooperation for the entire continent. It's a place where leaders gather to discuss critical issues, forge partnerships, and work towards a brighter future for Africa. The city's significance extends beyond its role as a meeting place. Addis Ababa is a melting pot of cultures and ideas, a place where the continent's rich diversity is on full display. This makes it the ideal location to address the complex challenges facing Africa and to find innovative solutions that benefit all its people. The recent summit saw leaders engage in discussions on a wide range of topics, including economic development, peace and security, and climate change. The presence of the African Union headquarters in Addis Ababa is a testament to Ethiopia's commitment to Pan-Africanism. The country has long been a vocal advocate for African unity and cooperation, and it continues to play a leading role in shaping the continent's destiny. The city's role as a diplomatic hub is not limited to Africa. Addis Ababa is also home to numerous embassies and international organizations, making it a key player on the global stage. The city's strategic location and its reputation as a center for dialogue and diplomacy make it an attractive location for international events. From summits to conferences, Addis Ababa provides a platform for leaders and experts from around the world to come together and address some of the world's most pressing challenges. The city's growing influence is a testament to its commitment to peace, progress, and cooperation. Ethiopia is a country located in the Horn of Africa, bordered by Eritrea to the north, Djibouti and Somalia to the east, Sudan and South Sudan to the west, and Kenya to the south. Here are some key points about Ethiopia. 1. Capital. The capital city of Ethiopia is Addis Ababa, which also serves as the political and cultural center of the country. Population. Ethiopia is the second most populous country in Africa, with a population of over 115 million people. It is a multi-ethnic nation with more than 80 different ethnic groups. Language. Amharic is the official language of Ethiopia. There are also many other languages spoken throughout the country, reflecting its diverse ethnic makeup. History. Ethiopia has a rich history and is one of the oldest countries in the world with a history dating back thousands of years. It is the only African country that was never colonized by a European power. Culture. Ethiopia has a unique cultural heritage that includes ancient traditions, music, dance, art, and cuisine. The country is famous for its distinctive cuisine, which includes injera, a sourdough flatbread, and various spicy stews. Religion. Ethiopia has a long history of Christianity, with the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church being the dominant religion. There's also a significant Muslim population in the country. Economy. Agriculture is the mainstay of the Ethiopian economy, with coffee being a major export crop. The country has been experiencing economic growth in recent years, but poverty and underdevelopment remain significant challenges. Landmarks. Ethiopia is home to many historical and cultural landmarks, including the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, the ancient city of Aksum, and the Simien Mountains National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its stunning landscapes and unique wildlife. Recent developments. Ethiopia has also been experiencing economic growth and infrastructure development. Disagreements over the implementation of the peace agreement and internal TPLF matters have created a climate of uncertainty and mistrust. This internal division threatens to derail the fragile peace process and plunge the region back into conflict. The international community has urged Tigrayan leaders to resolve their differences through dialogue and prioritize the needs of the people. Despite the challenges, there have been some positive developments. The Ethiopian government has made progress in restoring basic services to parts of Tigray, and humanitarian aid is slowly reaching those in need. However, much more needs to be done to address the root causes of the conflict and create the conditions for lasting peace. The international community must remain engaged and continue to support the peace process. Beyond the pressing issue of the Tigray conflict, Addis Ababa also served as the backdrop for another significant event. A convening focused on reparative justice for Africans and people of African descent took place in the city, culminating in the landmark Addis Ababa Declaration on Reparations. This declaration calls for a reckoning with the legacy of slavery, colonialism, and systemic racism that continues to affect people of African descent globally. The declaration, a powerful testament to Africa's growing influence on the global stage, outlines a comprehensive framework for addressing historical injustices. It calls for acknowledging the transatlantic slave trade, slavery, colonization, and systemic inequalities as crimes against humanity. The declaration also stresses the need for restorative justice, urging former colonial powers to acknowledge their role in these atrocities and take concrete steps towards reparations. The Addis Ababa Declaration on Reparations proposes a range of actions, including the establishment of an African Union Committee of Experts on Reparations and a Special Envoy on Reparations. It also calls for the recognition of ecological debt, acknowledging the environmental damage inflicted on Africa through centuries of exploitation. The declaration's call for a decade of reparations aims to prioritize concrete actions and measurable outcomes. This landmark declaration has been met with both praise and criticism. Supporters view it as a long-overdue recognition of historical injustices and a crucial step towards healing and reconciliation. Critics, however, argue that the declaration lacks concrete mechanisms for implementation, and that its demands for financial compensation are unrealistic. Despite the debate, the Addis Ababa Declaration on Reparations has undoubtedly sparked a global conversation about the legacy of colonialism and the need for reparative justice. The recent events in Addis Ababa, from the African Union Summit to the convening on reparative justice, highlight the city's growing prominence as a hub for dialogue and change. The visit of UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres further underscored this point. In his address to the AU Summit, Guterres commended Africa's potential, particularly its youthful population and abundant renewable resources. Guterres emphasized the need for greater African representation in global decision-making bodies, calling for reforms within the United Nations Security Council and the international financial architecture. He also addressed pressing peace and security concerns, advocating for a strengthened UN-AU partnership to resolve conflicts in Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and other troubled regions. The Secretary-General's visit concluded with a message of hope and a call for continued dialogue. He urged African leaders to prioritize sustainable development, gender equality, and the bridging of the digital divide. His remarks resonated with the spirit of the African Union's Agenda 2063, a blueprint for a prosperous and peaceful Africa. In a similar vein, Ethiopia's Prime Minister used the platform provided by the AU Summit to call for dialogue among Tigrayan elites. He urged them to prioritize the interests of the Tigrayan people and work towards a peaceful resolution of their differences. This call for dialogue, echoing the sentiments of the UN Secretary-General, underscores the importance of peaceful conflict resolution and the pursuit of unity in the face of adversity. As Addis Ababa continues to play its role as a hub of hope and change, the world watches with anticipation.